All right, what's going on, YouTube fam? Welcome to my first ever voiceover. I'm using my iPhone, so things aren't going to sound as pretty as they should. You'll probably hear some background noise like my PC's fan, but either way, welcome, guys. Deadlift Max coming at you. Okay, before we get into this, while I'm warming up, as you guys can see, one quick pointer. My knees are indeed caving in, and this is due to my adductors not quite being where I want them to be. When I used to do sumo, my adductors were very loose. I stretched them rigorously, and I was able to really get my toes pointed almost completely in line and parallel with the bar, and that led to my knees being in line with my toes and my adductors being fully stretched, and I was able to stretch and sit down into the hole or into the sumo stance and grip it and rip it. But this time around, not so much. So here comes my one rep max, guys. It's not the prettiest pull. I barely even lock it out, if at all. Here it is. And we're back in. So 375 for quite a grinder. Once I got the slack out of the bar, I feel like the bar actually went up at a medium to slow speed, but not too bad for somebody who hasn't deadlifted in about 8 months to a year. I just needed to know, where I stood, and standing at 375 for my first ever program is not bad in my opinion. Now, the form, like I said, it's not the prettiest, and I think my knees were even almost like facing forward by the end of the lift, which shows how much my knees were caving in and how much I was pulling them in and trying to almost squat the weight up. So I feel that with some work in the future, I can get my adductors to open up again and really get my sumo down. But guys, to be honest, I will be rehabbing my deadlift and trying to see, even there, I just saw how much my knees were forward there. I will be trying to get much better form on the sumo, but I'm not going to be actually implementing it into my program fully. I really don't think I really want to, and here's why. So I started off David Lade's program, and it's been working great on squat. My bench has gone through the absolute roof, and I went to deadlift, and I went, wow. The way I like to train legs is I like to squat, and then I like to go and do at least 2 accessories, generally a quad extension and a hamstring curl. That's just what I like to do. And then I'll go into calves. Well, by doing so, I'm sore for about 3 to 4 days, and that means that I train back right after I do legs. That means that I'm going to be sore during my back day, and I have to do sumo deadlifts, which do a lot of strain on the hamstrings and the glutes. So I realized, if I really want to grow the one muscle group that I care about the most, at least for me, which is my legs, and not have to worry about hurting myself on a deadlift, which in my opinion, you don't need to have a strong deadlift to have a good back, I don't see the point, because I do believe you have to have, I do believe that to have good legs, or to at least help you have good legs, squats are a necessity, but I don't feel that deadlifts are a necessity for your back. So honestly, I'm a squatter, and I'll go to the grave saying I love squats more than deadlifting, or even benching. Benching has become a lot more fun because I'm actually able to do some good weight, and it actually my form is good now. At least I think it's a lot better. I'm not going to say it was bad in the past, but it feels better. I enjoy it a lot more. But squatting is where it's at for me. I love training legs because they were the one part of my body that I personally felt was smaller or needed to grow more. That wasn't good enough for me because I have a very high, very, very high standards for my legs. So, I just want to let you guys know that you're probably not going to be seeing a lot of deadlifting from me in the future, sadly, but that's because I enjoy doing Penley rows instead. The ones where you go off the ground and you pull the weight. you just do a row from the floor up. I enjoy doing that a lot more, and I've been actually implementing that into my program instead of deadlifts, and it's actually been working out very well. I'm able to pull almost 225. Actually, I can pull 225 with not a lot of strain on myself, which is nice. So I'm doing this kind of like to let you guys know where I'm at with my training. As you guys can see here, we're doing some squats. This right here, I believe is I have written down here actually. This is my 5x8 with, I believe, 270 pounds. So that's what I'm doing here. Wanted to show you guys some footage of that. And so now that you guys know what's going on with my deadlift, you guys know my 1 rep max and all that, what's going to happen going forward in this last 2 minutes of this video, or this last minute. Basically, I am going to be continuing David Lade's program. I'm now wrapping up. I'm now done with my first full cycle in regards to bench and squatting. So I will be 1 rep maxing this coming weekend. It's Thursday right now, or excuse me, it's Wednesday right now. So we'll see where my max is at. Starting max was 335. Starting max on bench was 225. I'm hoping to get 240 on the bench, and that's incline bench, by the way. And I'm hoping to go and at least squat 350 to 360. We'll see how we stand. We'll see where we're at, and we'll see if I need to do a deload after. I'm not thinking I will need to do so, but I just wanted to give you guys kind of an update, what I'm doing, where I'm at, how things are feeling. Deadlift, there it is, 375. Will most likely not continue doing deadlifts just because I don't really get a lot of return from it. But if I do, I will most likely actually switch from sumo to conventional. That way I'm actually able to deadlift without affecting my hamstrings or glutes as much, because yeah, nobody likes to deadlift when your legs are like extremely sore. It's not safe. It's not healthy. Thank you guys for watching. I love you all, and I'll see y'all later.